And the talk is on.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, JNS Talks. Of course, I'm Sho, and this is Joe.
What's up, everybody? Hope everybody's doing good.
Yes, I know it's been a while.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, but with everything going on, we've been busy at home, dealing with the kids, helping them with their summer packet, keeping the house straight, and believe it or not, we've been recovering because we found out we did have the virus.
We did have the Rona.
Yeah.
Yes.
And honestly, the recovery is almost harder than having the actual virus.
Yeah, for real.
Because when we were sick, we thought of it like it's a flu, that's it, just life goes on. But as reality sets in, you get post symptoms.
Oh,
right?
definitely. Yeah.
And I've seen so many people say, "Oh, it's not real. Is this and that a plot by the government?" No, it's real.
Yeah,
And some of the things that we've been having are extreme fatigue.
yeah.
Like I'm talking about, we wake up early, then within 3-4 hours we gotta take a nap. Like we
Yeah.
take turns taking a nap.
Yeah, so yeah, the Rona is for real. It's
No
joke.
We've had to up our vitamins to help us like feel normal. Like, don't get me wrong, by no means are we like in a horrible state
Oh
like
yeah,
other
no,
people.
definitely not.
Thank
Like,
God we're
we
not
didn't
like
even
that.
know we had it.
Yeah, but it was so. It got to the point where I was like, nah, I gotta go to the doctor and figure out what's going on with me. Because I thought I had like a thyroid issue or diabetes or something like that. That's how off I was feeling. And
Yeah.
thankfully, everything came back normal. But it was the COVID.
Yeah, you found out you had the antibodies, which means that you had it on
Yeah.
point.
And the way the doctor put it, like, I had it a long time.
Yeah, and we had it at before the whole hype. 'Cause that's
Yeah,
when we got
before it
sick.
was just when the news came out about it.
Yeah.
It wasn't a big deal, so to speak, in
Yeah,
the
it
USA
was
yet.
crazy where like it's funny because my friends, like, people that I know, they would like saying, "Oh yeah, Corona," because they knew that I was sick, but they
Yeah,
were
me too, at
joking, and I'm
work.
like, "Oh, I don't have that shit." Next thing you know, now that I know, it's like, yo, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
I remember one day I walked into work and I coughed, and people were like, "Oh my god, you got the coronavirus," and I'm like, "No, I don't. Like, cut it out." And come to find out, that's why it made sense. That's why we were sick for almost 4 months. Well, you were sick for like 2 months, and I was sick for like almost 4 months.
But so people don't get it straight. I wasn't sick like for
Yeah,
2 months.
like
It was just like the lingering, like, you know, bullshit.
the
But
cough,
really
the
sick,
sniffles.
I was sick for like 2 weeks, like hard.
Yeah.
Where I just thought it was like a nasty cold, the flu, or whatever the hell it was.
But you know what really pushed me to go to the doctor was hair loss. I started losing a lot of hair. And yes, shedding day to day is normal, but for me, I know how much I shed, and I started noticing that I have less hair and more hair coming out.
Yeah, you know,
And in a
you're gonna know your
particular
body.
spot. Yeah.
You know?
So that's what's been going on. That's one of the highlights.
Yeah, and
The kids are there. They're trying to do their schoolwork, trying to, because our internet has been fucked up.
Optimum.
Thumbs down,
Four
thumbs down, thumbs fucking down.
Yeah, they fucking
Part of the
suck.
reason why our content has not been going up, because it's only so much that we can hotspot.
Yeah, so we're gonna shout out Optimum, and that's not a shout out. It's a like poop. Like,
What the?
like, yeah, whack. Yeah,
Yeah, sound effects.
for real. Nah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's horrible, and
been,
I feel bad for people who are working from home and have to deal with this.
and
Because in
it,
our area, it's horrible.
and it's not the storm shit, because during the storm, I guess the Optimum guys weren't on damn poles playing around with it. So during the storm, we actually had internet.
Yeah.
As soon as the storm stopped, no internet.
And now they have the audacity to blame it on the hurricane, tropical storm.
Yeah, and like we had no in and out internet before that, like for a week.
Now it's like we get
That's it. We don't get it at all.
internet for an hour if we're lucky, 7 o'clock in the morning, and then it disappears for the rest of the day.
So yeah, so that's why we can't upload. So sorry about that. We're gonna get it fixed this week. By next week we have to get something. No,
if
we
not,
we're gonna switch.
Changing. It's not really up to us. It's up to Optima if they want to get their shit together.
Yeah. So and because the thing is, you try to call the hotline and you can't. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Like you can't even get to them. It says call back. Click.
Or we'll call you back
we're
and
too
they never
busy.
call back.
Click.
Ridiculous.
Like get out of here. But anyway, so let's get back. Let's get to the discussion of the day.
So that was our little mini update.
Yeah.
So everyone's so tired of hearing about the virus and quarantine and all the scary shit and the and the uncertainty of the future, right? So we decided that we're gonna discuss something that's funny and could potentially help people out there in their relationship.
At the end of the day, serious, yeah.
So we were talking the other day, and this topic came up about, should your partner know how many people you've slept with? Should they know the body count, your body count?
Yeah, so the
What you
body
think?
count. My quick opinion is that at the end of the day, depending if, like, one, it depends on how the relationship is, right? So, like, if it's a brand new relationship, you shouldn't really care about the body count.
What do you mean you shouldn't care about the body count?
If we just started going out, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, I want to know if I'm getting into it with a hoe.
if you're 25 and over, you're gonna have a couple bodies.
Okay, yeah.
So that should be just, you should already know that coming into the relationship.
Yeah, I agree with that. You should have a reasonable amount in your head. But I would want to know if the person that I'm interested in has had 100 bodies by the time they're 25. That's a problem.
Yeah, it could be a problem. It depends on what type of life they have had. So, like, what if it's your soulmate and y'all click like crazy, and this dude is, that's it. I'm done with the hoes, and I'm gonna be with you.
Okay.
And the dude is perfect. So, but I tell you, I smashed like 150 bitches. What are you gonna do? That's it? Because of body count?
No, but it's gonna take me some time to process.
Okay, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. If it's a serious relationship, then yes, okay. But if it's the beginning, you know, like, and I get it. I get that some women are gonna say right now, like, they're probably saying, "Oh hell no, I want to know that beforehand before I fall in love." Yada yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, to me, it's like, that's too early for you to be asking me those type of intimate questions. You know?
Well,
like,
right. You have to let that topic come up naturally.
Exactly. I think that's the best way it should come about.
Yeah. And like, it's all about timing, tone, attitude, and just like your intention.
Yeah.
Everything has its time. So, and even with that being said, you can't just, okay, if you're 3 months in and you want to take it to the next level or whatever, you can't just be like, so how many people you sub with? Like, you bring it up playfully, or you just,
Yeah, I
you
get
would
get
know
it.
how to bring it up
Yeah.
if you use common sense.
Yeah, you better use common sense if you're gonna bring like
That's a
a
sensitive topic.
topic that's that sensitive. Like if you're gonna be like on some like straight up shit, like yo, how many bodies you got? Like
It's kind of harsh.
yeah, like it's not gonna come out
Because it's
too
one thing
nice.
about being straight up, and it's one thing about just being inconsiderate.
Oh,
Because there
definitely.
will be some people who've had trauma in the past, or just things they don't want to talk about. And you have to understand that.
Yeah.
So that's where it brings me, like, I don't think you should reveal how much people you've been with. Just give like an average amount, like a number, like
About this 30. About
damn,
20. But
30.
I'm just saying that's like it all depends. You're female, you're male, or whatever.
Okay,
Call
but
me
still, like, just
a double standard or whatever it is, but females should definitely have a lower body count just in the
buy.
biology. Just biology. Like you're supposed to
We're
protect
in
your
modern
eggs.
times, baby.
Okay, like okay, that's fine. Like I'm all up for like for females if they want to wild out, go wild out. Like it's all good. You know what I mean? But
I think you should just reveal the amount of serious relationships you've had. The people that were meaningful to you, then you'd be
see,
like,
that's when
okay.
people feel like, oh yeah, like a girl could have like 100 bodies and she was only had the 2, 3 real relationships. She's gonna say three.
Yeah, I know some people that don't even count people. Like, my dude, if you're with someone and it didn't last for more than 3 minutes, you're not making the list. You didn't make the
Oh
list.
yeah,
It wasn't
yeah.
worth the time.
So
So you're erased from my memory, from everything.
it's crazy. Yeah, no, I heard all types of shit.
No, but seriously, like, everyone has skeletons in their closet.
Of
And
course.
who's to say that as much as you love that person and that person loves you, you never know if one day they're gonna turn around and use that information against you.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Like, you in the middle of a heated argument, and it's like, oh, well, that's why you a hoe. You slept with like 50 people, or before me, you couldn't keep someone. About, like, people are, when they get heated, they say stupid shit.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
hit below the belt.
Definitely.
So it's not a means of being sneaky, but it's a way to protect yourself, I think.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with who you're gonna, cause at the end of the day, it is intimate information. It is sacred information.
Mm,
Like, cause like you said, some people will use that shit right against you, right to you, or to other people.
yeah.
Like, oh yeah, like after you break up, like, oh yeah, I broke up with her 'cause she's a hoe, or with him, or whatever. Like, he done this one and that one,
Yeah.
and depending on where you at in life, that could be no good. You know what I mean? Like,
It's a small world. You don't know who you're gonna run
yeah,
into.
like it could be your boss that knows somebody, and then like even though nobody's gonna judge you on a job based on but at the end of the day, people do it.
Yeah, people
People
are
do
just
do it,
mental
and
as shit.
they're gonna have that in the back of their head, like, ooh, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but it's fucked up that it happens, but that's reality.
Yeah.
People think like that. Humans. As much people want to say, "Oh yeah, like I don't judge," but shut the fuck up. Everybody judges.
Especially nowadays.
Yeah, for real.
The internet has given people these invisible balls and all this entitlement. What?
Invisible balls. Yeah, it's true. The internet balls. Yeah.
Like, yeah, I got Twitter fingers. You're hiding behind a phone, a screen, this and that. But in person, quiet as a mouse.
Yeah, for real.
And people are just, I don't know, they're vindictive. So, like I said, it's more of a protection
Yeah,
for
like
yourself.
I think if you know, like let's say you're in your 30s and stuff, I don't even think that should be a conversation.
You know, it has to be a conversation to some extent.
Like, cause at the end of the day, they're both gonna have some history. You're
Yeah.
30 for God's sake, and you know what I mean. If you haven't got married or whatever, if you've been single the whole time or just in relationships here, relationships there, it should be like already in your head that that person is gonna have a history.
Yeah.
Don't expect a person to not have a history before you,
Well,
especially
yeah, that's
if it's
unrealistic.
a person that's in their 30s, even 40s. You know what I
That's super
mean?
unrealistic.
Some people don't even like they want to pretend like you are their only, like you were their past, present, and future. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, no, like I had a past. You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
and
if you think like that, you're setting yourself up for heartbreak.
yeah, you're setting yourself up for failure. So the relationship up for failure, because if you think like that, then what else are you gonna think about?
Yeah.
One bad thing is gonna bring out the next bad thing and the next bad thing. So, this is real relationship advice right here. Like, you gotta be careful with that question. So, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, when is the key? So when do you ask this question? How many bodies do you have?
Well,
That's the key right there. I think is timing, like you said.
and it all depends on the flow, also.
Yeah, and also in the dynamic of the relationship. If the relationship is like real open and like, yeah, I got this chemistry where like nothing is gonna like fuck you up, then yeah, like I think
But
yeah
you
we'll
know
get
what's
it out the
funny?
way without any fanfare. You
But you
feel
know what's
me?
funny? You think nothing could fuck up your relationship until this topic is raised.
That's true. That's
That's
true.
why it's so like touchy feely. Like,
It's true.
oh shit.
Yeah, like yeah, it's like you said, like people right now they're probably listening to it like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, it's not that big of a deal. Go when you finish this podcast, go and ask your significant other
If you don't know already.
if you don't know already. But and like if you do know, half of it is gonna be real, half of it is gonna be fake.
Well, we don't know that.
Because let me tell you something. Half of the people fake their how many bodies they have, especially guys. And well, not guys. It's even.
No, guys are
Even.
weird.
Even.
Guys will up their body count.
Oh yeah, but
Because they're just so.
it depends. It depends. If the younger they are,
No,
they're immature.
Just-
It's like if you're immature, you think like, oh yeah, I got 100 bodies, and probably bum ass nigga probably only has 3 or 2, right? Because they think that shit is cool.
Yeah,
think
it's
that-
not cool.
you
The
think-
more bodies you have is not
They think
cool.
that shit is cool, and like in middle school, let me tell you something. I never met a virgin in middle school. In middle school, people in the middle school, I never met a virgin in middle school. Everybody smashed. And then next thing you know, in high school, you be hearing all these stories where this guy couldn't do this and didn't even know where to put something,
Yeah,
and
it didn't last. It's
or
crazy.
didn't even find the slot and all this. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh my god.
didn't know what to put the coin in the slot. Like some, and it's funny, you know what I mean? Because like I was honest with you, I
Yeah.
was straight up honest. I'm like, yo, like I'm chilling, like
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
only 14. Like,
Yeah.
what you expect?
Yeah, but there was a lot of 14-year-olds out there like, oh yeah,
Oh
like
yeah,
they're the man.
they were fucking had by that time already 20 bodies.
Yeah, that's
20
dumb.
bodies.
If you believe that, you just dumb.
Yeah, you're retarded. My bad. And I know that's not politically correct, so sorry. You done.
Yeah. um. You just, so that's for a relationship that's New, relatively new.
Yeah, because naturally, like you said, like I guess the like that. What word am I looking for? The the curiosity to find out is gonna
No,
eat
it's not even
you.
curiosity. It's about
Yeah, you're curious to
one,
know.
safety, because hello,
Well,
that's a big part of health.
well, yeah.
Two,
I guess,
if you're a sleep around type of
but you
person.
can have 100 bodies and be healthy. You
Three,
can have
okay,
three
but
bodies
still,
and have STDs
well,
and have
which is
HIV and
why you
AIDS
have
or
to have
whatever.
that conversation
So body
to get
count is
taste to get
irrelevant.
tested. It's not irrelevant.
I mean, like when it comes to health
If I was
wise,
single, I would be taking precautions.
of course. But my question is just asking. Oh, how many bodies you got? 30. Oh shit.
No, well, okay, but I'm just saying. Obviously, the more you sleep around, the higher your risk is.
Yeah, but there's
So
some
it's not
people that
irrelevant.
take care of themselves and make sure that they don't do no raw doggy, raw dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh my god, you are on a roll today.
So, nah, come on, this is an adult podcast.
Yeah.
We being real. So these terms, people know them from the hood, especially in New York City. So if you're having unprotected sex, right? Then you're nasty. You know what I mean? Like, but if you're having protected, responsible protected sex, you could have a lot more bodies than that person that just probably has 2 or 3 and is raw dogging it, and that person could catch some nasty
well,
shit.
yeah, obviously.
And that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much bodies. It depends on the responsibility of that individual.
Yeah.
So a body count, I don't care about a body count. I want to know if you take precautions.
Okay, I know, but I'm saying that's the way that people think.
Yeah, I know,
the
but
more people you think, there's a higher risk.
yeah, and that's what I'm. Yeah, and what I'm saying is, I don't care about body count. I want to know if you are actually taking care of yourself.
Yeah, but that's another reason why this topic will come up.
Yeah, exactly.
Before
you
take the next step with a person.
And my point,
be like,
the point that I'm just saying is just that at the end of the day, that shit really doesn't fucking matter. It does. I'm saying
to you
logically, it like if you really think about it, like I just said, you could smash one person. It could be the first time in your life doing something, and if you just go out there and just get with and you don't know, because they could be a pretty cute thing.
there's people that don't even know themselves.
Exactly.
Or there's some people that know and they just don't give a shit, which is really
people that
up.
Sleep around don't know, and then you get with that person thinking that, oh yeah, because that person has a lot, sleeps around a lot, oh that's cute, and then and it's girls that fall for the stupid shit. For dudes that they have a reputation of like that they're like smash here and there and all this stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, and it's natural in a woman, kind of, because women, or everybody in a way, people want what's desired.
Mm-hmm.
So if a guy has this like
swag about him,
has that output, right, that he's desired, and he's going out there killing it, right? And you have a girl that probably is, probably don't have too much experience, but she gets with this guy, and this guy likes it, unprotected, raw, and gets with chick. This chick is really not probably. This is gonna be probably her third body, and guess what? She gets some shit. You know what I mean? And a lot of girls like that are victims to that stupid shit. To dudes like, oh yeah, that they, that they killing it. you know, and they want to, and for some reason it's like, oh, it's fascinating, you know what I mean? And I get why it's fascinating. Like I said, you want something that is desired, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And some guys take advantage of that shit, and they're nasty because they don't take care of themselves and stuff.
Yeah, they don't disclose that information.
Yeah.
If you have something, you have a responsibility to let your potential partner know.
And if you sleeping around, you have a responsibility to get protected and do protected. You know what I mean? Like if you're the person that's sleeping around, you should make sure you wrap it up.
Yeah, but I'm saying like it's a two-party thing.
Yeah,
You
no, and
both have
exactly.
to.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. And yeah, like those little girls and stuff. Like make sure, don't let no dude like, oh yeah, I forgot. Just one time, I'm good, I'm clean. No, fuck that. He ain't
Yeah.
clean. That nigga dirty. Get out of here with that.
Or like if you're so in love with a person, no, you don't. I personally wouldn't let anyone do that unless I know for sure, and if we're on that level.
Yeah, like you need to be on that level, and if, like I say, if you're like older than 21, I think that you have a responsibility. And this so it's so easy now. You could go to like one of these walk-in things and just do a little swab or whatever, and they could find out.
Mm-hmm.
You get a result like right there. If
Not
it's
right there, like within 24, 48
I mean, but
hours.
for some things, it's like on the spot.
Yeah.
Now it's crazy. There's some like on the spot shit where they like dip it.
Okay.
Yeah, like a pregnancy test.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, like so, like body count for me is like, yeah, like okay, yeah, it does matter because it kind of shows kind of somewhat your past and shit, but it doesn't matter that much. So some people emphasize is like, oh yeah, if you have a body count of whatever,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like you don't know what position, like especially 25 to 30. You could have been around the world. You could have been in the military. You could have been, you know, like just traveling a lot and just living life. You could have been in college and be killing it in college. You know, like
okay, I get that, but I was just talking about the health part.
yeah, nah, of course the health part is thing, and if you know, that's what's gonna separate, you know, the boys from the men. The guys that protect themselves, the guys that don't. Those are the boys.
Yeah, everybody should be protecting themselves.
Yeah.
So which brings me back to the original question: should your partner? So that's in the beginning of a relationship, right? A blossoming relationship. Now, a serious relationship. If you haven't really delved into that topic, but okay, both of you are in love. You have whatever. Should your significant other really know the amount of people that you've been with?
I think that
Or should it just be left alone?
if he has that serious and stuff,
Yeah, like a married couple. Like let's say the topic comes up for some
and
reason.
you never
again.
talked about it.
No, not never talked about it. You have to talk about it at some point in the beginning of the relationship.
And that's what I'm saying.
Together.
Like,
But you know how shit comes up.
yeah, like nah. I don't think it should. If you're married already, that's it. The deal is sealed. So I don't care about if body counts or anything. That's
Okay.
it. We together. That's it.
Now, if you guys take a break.
Okay, then yes, of course. If you guys take a
Okay,
break, I need to know what happened in between. You know,
Because some people would disagree and say that no, that during the break is still you were basically single, so it wasn't.
don't matter. Yeah, did you want one? Okay, you was technically single,
Mhm.
but you had a commitment with somebody.
Yeah.
So, and plus, you're gonna get back with that person, so that person has a right to know if you was doing the nasty out there.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I agree with that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And for health reasons too.
Yeah.
Like you said, you want to bring in the health reasons, yeah. So yeah, like I don't want to like, oh yeah, like I don't want to ask you because you was technically single. What type of bullshit is that?
I'm just saying what I've heard. I've heard people come up with excuses and shit.
That's some bull.
There's some people who have said, nah, they didn't do anything, and then later down the road, a baby pops up, or STD pops up,
And that's what I'm
or
saying. That's why you get in front of it. Get in
the
front of it.
truth always comes out.
Because those especially those babies, they pop out when you least expect them to pop out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you'll be
And
surprised.
that's a deal breaker for them. And that's a sad situation.
Like,
because now a poor baby is involved.
You know, like what would suck ass? Like if like you break up, like you take a break, right? 1 month break, and the dude has, gets a girl pregnant, but y'all get together, it's flawless. The relationship blossoms after the break, and y'all like in heaven together, like living the life. And then 9 months later, chick comes knocking on the door with a baby and shit.
Yeah.
That's boom.
Damn, you're talking like from experience.
Nah, but I'm not. Me just thinking about it. Yeah, me just thinking about it.
You should be scared.
Yeah, and that's why I don't do shit. You know what I mean? Because I'm not trying to get into none of that weird situations. I'm chilling. You know, like get out of here with that. But yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like that's why you gotta be straight up. Like if two people go on a break, like, yeah, look, I have a relationship with this one, and one time we had unprotected, we did it like this, yada yada yada.
There's some people who need to know like everything. This is another reason why I wouldn't disclose information.
Okay.
Like, wouldn't give extra information. Like, there's some people that talk way too much, and then there's some people that want to know every little detail.
Oh yeah, see, now that's a problem.
Want to know who, what, where, when, how was it like, were they better, this and that's men and women. I should say boys and girls, because real adults they know you have a past. You're not gonna be the best person ever.
Yeah.
But
yeah, there's some people that just want to know everything. Like, yo, like how was it, and like those weird details. Like, you know what? I don't want myself up to like heartbreak. I don't want to know anything. And plus, me just knowing the psychology of it in a way, is not gonna be accurate. You know what? If a girl gets with a guy, let's be real, it's something new. So she might think it's better.
Yeah.
She might think it's better because she has not been with a guy for 10 years.
So let's say that we met as adults, right? Let's say we didn't meet when we were 14 and we fell in love when we were adults. Would you want to know, like, who was my quote-unquote first love? Like, would you want to know who that person was or what they look like?
I wouldn't give a fuck.
Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't give a fuck.
Oh, okay.
Why would I?
I don't know. There's just some people that would. I think I would want to know.
Me naturally, you know that I'm not a jealous dude.
Yeah.
I don't care. I just don't care.
You don't care? That's not good. You don't care.
Is that I don't care about your past. I don't care about another guy. I only care about you and me, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
And especially like, see, this is why I could be a perfect side dude, because I don't.
That is
care.
not an invitation.
That's not an invitation. Because I wouldn't. Because side dudes get emotionally attached nowadays.
Yeah.
It's not like before. You know why? The problem, and I get it. It's not because the people have changed. No, it's because technology. Now you have the phone and all that. Before it was like more distance.
Yeah.
and that's why there was more affairs back then. That and right now we think there's more affairs now. No, no, no. Back then there was some serious shit going on. Back then there were
Yeah,
families and shit.
yo,
Like
that's what I was gonna
dudes
say.
had 2-3 families and shit. But now everything is harder to do. You know,
It's easier to track down. Way up.
yeah, it's easy to get caught. Like you could get
Yeah.
caught. Like as soon as you're doing something, as soon as you think you're getting away with it, bang, you get caught. But anyways, like, what you just asked me a question?
We were talking about
Oh,
if you would want to know
no,
first.
no. Why I'm a good side dude? Why I
yeah.
could be a good side dude?
'Cause you don't get jealous.
Because I don't get jealous. Because I don't give a shit. You know, I wouldn't care about her being with her man or whatever she does with that dude, because the only thing I care about is you and me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you was, let's say you was to have a dude, right, and I'm your side piece, I wouldn't care about, you know, why worry about what I do when I'm with you? I just want to be with you. You
Yeah.
get me?
Yeah, I get it.
Like that's my like thing. Like if you're gonna be with me, be with me, and that's it.
Okay.
And
Make some
while we
points there.
together, like while we physically together, we're together. I don't care about whatever is going on out there or out. It's just you and me. That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
People
anyway.
not like that.
Yeah, most people they can't handle that shit, and I think it's more me of growing up, watching how jealousy works
Mm-hmm.
and how toxic jealousy could be. You know,
Oh, very toxic.
so
Very toxic.
I learned at a very early age that jealousy fucking sucks.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not like that. You know, like of course I'll get like, you know, the natural jealousy a person would get if you get with a guy or whatever. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Like
I'm
you'll
not
feel
saying-
some type of way.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna be on some wild shit
Yeah.
like most people. I'm not
Mhm.
gonna get all up on, you know, some, you know, like crazy shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
So, in conclusion,
yeah. In conclusion, body count really doesn't matter.
yeah, like everyone has a past.
Everybody has a past. If you're in high school, then yeah, body count it matters and stuff. And if you're in high school, stop fucking around. You know what I mean? Like, don't worry about your homework.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like adults, like
Yeah.
real relationship shit.
Yeah, like college and stuff. Good. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't count. Body count doesn't define anybody
Mm-hmm.
because people change, especially during the 20s. You're still changing.
Yeah, you're still learning, still finding yourself. So
Your frontal lobe is still not complete. It's still, you don't even know who you are in your 20s. It's true.
yeah.
So at the end of the day, don't judge anybody based on their body count. You know?
It's easier said than done, though.
Yeah,
'Cause
it
there's
is.
people who have,
Like I said,
you know, a lot of guys,
going back to
when
jealousy.
they fall in love with a girl, they perceive her as perfect.
Oh
They
yeah,
think
that's
that
true.
she's never made a mistake. They think that she's Miss Goody Two Shoes.
Good point.
All that stuff. And the moment they find out who she's been with, it's like they allow that factor to change their perception of who they thought the person was. Which is fucked up because that means you really didn't love her.
Yeah, and like the way I see that, like at the end of the day, guys need to stop putting expectations
Yeah.
on their, you know, on their significant other, on their girls, you know, or just partners in general. Unrealistic expectations, because at the end of the day, like you said, and like I've been saying, everybody has a past. So why should we dwell on that? Waste
Yeah.
time on it instead of you know what? Let's live the life that we have now.
Yeah.
You know, so that's where I'm at when it comes to body count. You know, like I really think it matters to a certain extent, but it's not that big of a deal. You could get past it.
Yeah, definitely. You know what? I want to tell couples out there who are struggling with this right now.
Okay.
Don't let outside people determine the outcome of your relationship, right? Because your relationship is between you and your partner. So for guys that fall in love with a woman who's quote unquote been around the block, if you love her and you want that person to be your wife, then okay. You like the relationship is between y'all two. Y'all two know where you stand. Y'all two know what the dynamic is, right? Because how many times has guys seen their boy or somebody with a woman that's been known to
Be around
be
the block.
with someone else, and you know,
Yeah.
be like, oh damn, really,
Yeah.
really, you wifing up that? Like,
yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah.
there's a lot of guys that's been clowned for that.
Yeah, like, and you know what? If you really love a chick,
Mm-hmm.
you know what? If your friend is playing you like that, is it really your friend?
Yeah.
You know
I
what I
mean,
mean? Like, I
people
guess to a certain
claim that they're
extent.
looking out for you.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's a difference between looking out, and there's a difference between just clowning you or just kind of like, I don't know how to put these words.
Hating, basically.
But yeah, it's like kind of like hating. You know what I mean? Because at the
Yeah.
end of the day, those same girls that been around the block, they've been around the block for a reason. You know what I mean? Like some dudes be hating because they want to be the guy, the one, the
Yeah.
block. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
They want to be part of the
and
block.
even at that, you still didn't get your chance. So yeah, it could be a hater.
Exactly.
But we
So
really need to do away with the term and the idea that a certain type of woman is easy. That's it. We're in 2020. If
it's
somebody
true.
wants to go do them, let them do them. What's it to you? It don't affect you. It don't pay your
true.
bills. It's because there's so many people out there that are like hating on women that are doing OnlyFans or like
Oh yeah,
in the club,
that's a new thing
stripping,
now.
bartending. Like most of the time, people are just mad. They're mad. And
Yeah.
a woman's profession also does not equal her body count or the type of person she is. You know,
Oh
because
yeah, definitely.
you need to have
Yeah,
a
definitely.
certain character or need to perceive yourself a certain way in the nightlife, right? You need to be outgoing, you need to be
Of
bubbly,
course.
you need to, but that doesn't mean that she could be the most bubbly person at work, but the most serious woman in life. She could have her shit together, got her priorities straight, have 2-3 degrees, and actually very intelligent.
Yeah.
But there's so many men who I don't know, they're just
Yeah, they
stuck
think. Yeah,
in
they
old school.
yeah. I get it. Yeah, because let me tell you something. There's some girls that strip, right? That they be hustling out there. They don't be, smashing for money.
Yeah.
And guess what? Let's talk about body count. They have less body counts than some of these little quiet little college girls.
Yo, their body count will be less than the hostess that greeted you in the strip club.
Exactly.
Like,
It's funny. That's funny.
yeah.
Yo, that's crazy. It's funny. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just people. That's what I'm saying. People are so quick to judge,
Mm-hmm.
and we really need to do away with that, especially at a time like this.
Yeah, like.
And that's gonna be another discussion.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Judging people,
Yeah.
because it really don't get you nowhere except looking like a total ass.
Yeah. That is true.
You could potentially be talking. Actually, you could potentially be dissing your future wife
For real.
and just fucked up your whole life right there.
Yeah, because if you say a statement like on your social media, which most people, that's where they fuck up their own life. That girl will remember that shit, and she's not gonna like you off the bat.
Yeah.
So if you like a girl, potentially the shit you talked on social media could be hurting the girl that you just spoke some shit, and that girl that you really like, you just sent a missile right to her without you even knowing.
Yeah.
So watch. That's another thing. What I be saying. Watch what you say online.
Yeah.
Straight up. So yeah, I think the takeaways about this is, when it comes to body count, it's really like, at the end of the day, to me it doesn't matter, and it shouldn't matter to
it don't
you
make
either.
or break a relationship.
It don't make or break a relationship or a person. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean. There's so many circumstances. You know what I mean? Like that determine that count. That count. You know what I mean? So, like, I think we could leave it with that.
Yeah. If you're willing to bring up that topic, or like feel some type of way about it, you gotta be mature enough to handle the truth if the person does decide to tell you the truth. You have to be okay with, you're not gonna know all the facts.
For real.
You're just not. There's no way to verify it. What are you gonna do? Go search out the person that you think, or the people that you think?
That's true.
You just have to be fine with, the answer that you get.
Yeah.
As long as you both are healthy, as long as there's no pop-up kid, as long as
the pop-up kid. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, nah. I think that
I'm gonna leave it at that.
That the body count talk, I think that's a real serious talk. Like, at the end of the day, so be ready to hear what you possibly don't want to hear, which is probably a high body count, depending on who the hell you are, what you think is a high body count, or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's another thing. I mean, your number could be...
That's very subjective. Like,
could mean nothing or could mean everything to a
my
person.
number could be like, okay, like, your number could be 3, my number could be 50.
Yeah, like, as in high. Like, you could think 3 people is a high body count, and you could think 3 people is low.
Nothing.
Yeah.
It's like, you need more experience. Like, no, on some for shit, like, it's irrelevant, because I think that some people could have a high body count, and then there's some girls that have a low body count, and they could be nastier. Like,
yeah, but higher body count does not equal experience either, or good in bed.
That's exactly another thing. Yo, it was great that you mentioned it before we close this out. High body count does not mean that you are good in bed. Because let me tell you something. There's people that have very high body counts that don't know how to do shit. So let's leave it with that. So that's exactly why body count doesn't mean shit.
Yeah. To an extent. I mean, it's really subjective.
Yeah, it really is. It really, like I said, to me, it really doesn't mean shit because of the points that I just said.
Yeah.
And if you think otherwise, comment.
Yeah. Or if you've had this conversation, or
is it a good
want to have the conversation, let us know.
Tell us your experience.
Yeah.
Because I would love to follow up on this topic.
Yeah.
The body count. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you have had a good, bad experience, has this made or break your relationship? Has it I don't know, whatever your experience has been with the body count talk, let us know right there.
Yeah,
we're back. So we're back. We're gonna fixing our internet problem, and we're here to stay.
Yeah. All right, guys, so you know what to do. Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Yeah, and go to iTunes.
Follow us on
review.
social media.
My bad.
Yeah.
Sorry, girl. Yeah, go to iTunes and leave us a review because I see a lot of people listening to the podcast but not leaving a review. So go to iTunes, to Apple Podcasts actually, or Google, whatever, but just leave a review.
Yeah.
So, anyways, just wanted to say that. Yeah. So it's good to be behind the microphone, behind the camera.
Yep. Once again.
And once again.
All right, guys. So take it easy. Y'all know what to do. See you in the next podcast.
All right, guys. See you later. Stay safe. Always stay up. All right. All right, guys. Until next time. Peace.